Welcome to today's podcast. We're going to discuss a critical topic that could change how you view business valuation. Before we dive into Edmonton's most influential entrepreneurs, I want to address an essential point: why someone with 10 years of hands-on experience running a COBS Bread franchise or another relevant business is far better qualified to be a business valuator than a 20-year accountant. On my pin.ca website, you'll find a detailed explanation of the 25 factors we use to determine the value of intangible assets. This is a proven methodology, and you'll also find a redacted example of a 5 senses inspection report. Our process is clear, transparent, and backed by real-world experience. The process: from accountants to experts. Every week, a different franchise owner and bank like RBC will engage us to create a valuation. My proprietary 25 factors affecting business valuation method is used in conjunction with the 5 senses inspection report to produce a valuation that can be accepted by the Canada Small Business Financing Program, CSBFP. Considering my working relationship with CSBFP's upper management, this is no surprise. CSBFP seeks and uses my advice, and I have the email trail to prove it. Where the accountant stops, we begin. Accountants are essential for managing taxes and ensuring your business's financial compliance. They are experts in tax reduction, but tax valuation is not business valuation. When you're ready to sell, grow, or finance your business, tax value is not the fair market value demanded by the Canada Income Tax Act. This act explicitly requires that intangible assets be valued, and that's where we come in. Our process starts with the balance sheet, but unlike accountants, we adjust it to reflect fair market value. This often involves asset valuation, something accounting-based valuators typically aren't qualified to do. We identify redundant capital and adjust capital requirements accordingly. If you've overpaid yourself or underpaid family members, we adjust wages to fair market standards. This is where hands-on business experience matters. The role of hands-on experience. To do this work, you need hands-on real-life, practical experience, not just academic knowledge. The skills required are similar to those of commercial airline captain who makes decisions under pressure, a head surgeon whose hands-on experience determines life or death outcomes, and an art restoration specialist who can see value in what others might discard. Your family's private business deserves the same level of experience and care. Unlike most accountants, people with experience running businesses for 10 or more years know how to recognize, measure, and appraise intangible assets. They know the real-world cost of hiring, training, and retaining staff, and they know how to assess the profitability of a business based on day-to-day operations. Free cash flow to owner and EBITDA. Here's where things get interesting. Scoundrels like to use terms like free cash flow to owner and EBITDA to mislead you. Let's be clear. Free cash flow to owner is not profit. It's a convenient way to make it look like a business is doing better than it is. If you or the owner operator were paid fair market wages, the business might actually be losing money. EBITDA works for public companies, but has no place in valuing private businesses. It's often misused to inflate valuation figures. Sometimes this is done in ignorance, but other times it's done to deceive. When you're investing $500,000 of your hard-earned money into a business, you need to know what percentage of that will come back to you as profit after paying fair market wages, taxes, and other expenses. Our method ensures this clarity. Examples of Edmonton entrepreneurs in business valuation. Now, let's highlight some of Edmonton's most influential entrepreneurs and how they've contributed to the valuation of all businesses in the city. Ashif Mauji, building global impact through technology. Ashif Mauji is a serial entrepreneur and philanthropist, best known as the founder of Upside Software. He grew it into a global enterprise, ultimately selling it to the US-based firm SciQuest. Mauji's financing story includes personal savings, angel investments, and venture capital. Beyond his business success, he's committed to community development, supporting local charities and fostering entrepreneurship. Key takeaway for valuation: brand reputation, scalability, and a strong client base are intangible assets that significantly influence a business's valuation. Christian Bode, ethical innovation in footwear. Christian Bode is the co-founder of Poppy Barley, a custom footwear brand built on ethical production and sustainability. The company's growth was fueled by crowdfunding, which also provided customer proof and early loyalty. Key takeaway for valuation: ethical branding, combined with a loyal customer base, boosts intangible asset value and enhances a company's valuation. James Kierstead, innovating in smart building technology. James Kierstead, CEO of Levin Electronics, is driving change in the construction industry with wireless electrical systems. Levin's growth was powered by venture capital and government grants from Alberta Innovates. Key takeaway for valuation: companies that drive market innovation create intangible assets like intellectual property, customer loyalty, and industry influence, all of which increase valuation. Cal Nichols, community-driven business leadership. Cal Nichols, founder of Gasland Oil, grew his business to 50 petroleum outlets. His most iconic contribution was helping keep the Edmonton Oilers hockey team in the city by leading the Edmonton Investors Group. Key takeaway for valuation: community leadership and brand goodwill are intangible assets that increase a business's perceived value. Mallory Yongwei, championing Indigenous entrepreneurship. Mallory, Yongwei's business, Indigenous Box, features products from Indigenous-owned businesses. Funding for Indigenous Box came from community support and grants, demonstrating how social alignment attracts financial backing. Key takeaway for valuation: a mission-driven company builds cultural significance, becoming a powerful intangible asset that increases valuation. Eveline Charles, pioneering Canada's beauty industry. Eveline Charles founded the Eveline Charles Academy, which trains new beauty industry professionals. Financing for her ventures came from loans, personal savings, and reinvested earnings. Key takeaway for valuation: training systems and talent pipelines are underappreciated intangible assets that increase valuation and market power. Financing sources for Edmonton entrepreneurs. Here's where you can find financing for your business. ATB Financial, tailored loans under the Canada Small Business Financing Program. Business Development Bank of Canada, BDC, loans and advisory services for SMEs. City of Edmonton, grants, support for commercial building improvements. Alberta, Women Entrepreneurs, AWE, funding, mentorship, and business development services. Community Futures Development Corporations, financing and advisory services for rural entrepreneurs. Shout out to COBS Bread. I have worked on valuations for many franchises, and COBS Bread stands out. Their support for franchisees and supply purchases and marketing is second to none. Their contributions more than justify their franchise fees. Congratulations, COBS, for setting a new standard. If you're looking to understand the true value of your business, I'm here to help. We'll recognize your intangible assets and maximize your business valuation. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for our next episode.
Vin.ca